Yeah, this is our good patient, our friend Abdul Majeed. You've been coming to us for a long time, haven't you? Yeah. Abdul Majeed was actually one of our very early patients, one of our first patients actually, and he's one of the caretakers and he looks after the masjid and stuff. So we made sure that we take good care of him. But alhamdulillah, how have you been getting on? Tell us a little bit about your journey with hijama. How's it been? You've been good? Yeah. What have you found from hijama? What have you benefited from hijama? And what you
I feel too much benefit of that.
Yeah? Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, he suffered with hypothyroidism, and he had an issue where he was sleeping, it was like, 12, 16 hours a day, right? You were sleeping a lot before.
Yeah, little bit down now, not too much.
Yeah. So I can remember taking his history because he used to sleep a full night, he used to get good night's sleep, and then he also used to sleep in the day. He used to sleep a lot in the day, remember, when you first came?
Now less I sleep.
Now much less, yeah. So we started working on him and trying to work on stimulating his thyroid. He wasn't given medication from the doctors because he was classed as being borderline, but actually every person's different. The number of receptors they have, the effect, how sensitive they are to the hormone levels and things is variable. So he had all the symptoms of hypothyroidism, and some of them quite extreme. But on the flip side, his test results said that his thyroid levels were very low, but they weren't quite low enough to get a prescription of medication. So he wasn't classified as that. So he was a patient who, in Portugal, where he's from, he was getting that medication, and they were allowing that even though his thyroid levels weren't as low, and he was benefiting from having the thyroxine medication. But when he came here, unfortunately, the doctors weren't willing to prescribe it. That was the problem, isn't it? Yeah. And he came to us complaining of that, and he had that issue. So obviously we worked on stimulating his thyroid. He also has a lot of stiffness because he's always physically active. And you had a fall as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
You fell off a ladder as well one time, and he had a lot of bruising and things from that. And alhamdulillah, you're fully recovered from that? Yeah. And the treatment helped with that as well?
Yeah,
because you had like that rib pain and everything for quite some time, didn't you? Yeah, alhamdulillah. But now he's on a maintenance program, so we see him how often do you come now, Abdul Majeed? Every 3 months?
Yeah, every 3 months.
Every three months, yeah. So we do like
Before it was every month,
Before it was every month, yeah. So when we first started with him and we were working on the issues, his treatment was a bit more frequent. Now he's coming here for general health and wellness and well-being, working on the concept of maintenance, which is what we talk about a lot. And yeah, alhamdulillah. You're benefited from hijama a lot, yeah?
Yeah.
It's been a big part of your transition.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. But it's been a pleasure treating you. You've been a good patient. We'll get started with this session today, and you'll see some of the stuff we do with him, inshallah. Okay, so just nice and relaxed, okay? So we're just going to work on loosening you out. Okay. He works very hard in what he does in his day job, and people like him really deserve to be looked after. Nice and relaxed, okay? So I'm just going to loosen up the spine a little bit, okay? A little push here, and nice and relaxed. Okay, again, push here, nice and relaxed. Good, okay, and again, relax the body, okay, and little push here. When he first came in, he used to have so much stiffness in his body, he's just so rigid. So, since we've been working on him, I think that's changed a lot. We've also worked on trying to get him to relax his body, stretch out, do a lot of maintenance stuff. But he's very physically active in his wood job. He's cleaning windows, he's cleaning floors, he's cleaning the toilets, he's cleaning everything. And really, he takes good care of the masjid, alhamdulillah. Abdul Majeed, let's get you to lie on your side now. That's it. Okay, hold on to your elbows. Hold on to your elbows here and here. That's it. Okay, and we're going to straighten this bottom leg. I'm going to bend the top one. Okay, just here. Like this and like this. Okay, so why am I adjusting him for maintenance treatment? He doesn't have back pain, he doesn't have problems. The reason I'm adjusting him is because his body generally gets very stiff with the work that he does, and he's not end ranging his spine. So on a daily basis, he's not kind of doing the full twisting, he's not getting the full rotation, he's not getting the full thoracic mobility. So when I'm adjusting him, what I'm doing is I'm getting his body to kind of reopen those areas so that they don't stiffen up and lock up, because that's what tends to happen over time. If you don't move your body and you're not kind of stretching and loosening, even though he's physically active, he's not end ranging these joints in these areas. So when we adjust these joints, we're just really helping the mobility of the tissues and the integrity of those structures, which also has an important aspect for sensory feedback in terms of proprioception and knowing where your body is in space. But also from the chiropractic perspective, it's also believed that this has a very important role on stimulating his nervous system. So if you're wondering why we're adjusting, hopefully that will give you a bit of an explanation and context to what I'm doing. Okay, so nice and relaxed, little push here. Good. Okay, that feels okay? Feels good? Yeah? Okay, let's get you on the other side. Abdul Majeed looks forward to his adjustments as well. You look forward to that, don't you, Abdul Majeed, when we do all the cracking? Feels good?
Yeah, more.
Yeah, alright, let's get you on the other side. Okay, holding the elbows here and here. Okay, and just this side here for me. Bring the hand down. Okay, rest back for me here. Okay, we're going to straighten the bottom leg. We're going to bend here. Okay, we're going to lean back for me. Okay, and I'm going to give a push here. Okay, and nice and relaxed. Okay, and let's get you to sit up for me and pop the legs around. Abdul Majeed's case is quite significant as well, because he's a caretaker, and the chiropractic profession actually started when Dee Palmer actually worked on and adjusted a janitor caretaker. So it's important in our profession to make sure that we take care of not just the elite performance athletes and these types of people, but also our hardworking and everyday people like the janitors and caretakers and the really important gems within our community. And this guy is one of them. Every time I see him, he's always smiling. Every time I see him in the street, he always stops and gives me a hug. Abdul Majeed, sit up. I'm just going to adjust your neck now, okay? So just relax the body for me. Relax the head. Keep it loose. Okay, nice and loose for me. Nice and floppy. Okay, and I'm just going to give a little bit of a push here. Relax the shoulder. Relax here. Okay, going to give a little bit of a push here. Nice and loose. Little push. Okay, and again here. Just going to tilt here. Nice and relaxed. Little push here. Okay, good. Okay, just relax the shoulders now. I'm just going to stretch a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to work into the muscles a little bit for you. Okay, just lay down onto your tummy. I'm going to put some oil onto the surface of the skin. Okay. So we work on doing the adjustments and kind of stimulating the nervous system, loosening the spine, stimulating the proprioceptive feedback in the joints of the spine, stretching all the muscles and the tissues when we're doing that. But now we're working on the muscles of the neck and the shoulders. We're going to loosen them out. We're going to be working on the tissues around the CT junction with cupping, which we believe has an important effect on stimulating the thyroid and creating balance within the body. Okay, and then we're going to work on with wet cupping, which has an effect on the cardiovascular system. So when we talk about having maintenance treatment, these sessions are such a important aspect of servicing the body, because we're working on so many aspects. Not only are we working on all of these physiological aspects, it's also very relaxing. Having this interaction with the patient as well is working on the kind of, even on the psychological level as well, that they're coming in, that they're able to relax. Even though those adjustments and things don't always look the most relaxing, after you've had that, your body feels nice and loose, and he's going to get some time, especially when we put some of the cups on, just to relax and just take it easy now. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do a bit of massage with him. Okay. Abdul Majeed, try and relax your head a little bit and keep these shoulders on the sides for me. Just rest down here. That's it, good. Is it sore here?
Yeah.
Yeah? How come it's so sore today? Why do you feel it's sore? Have you been doing more work, or what do you think?
Yeah, more work.
A lot of work recently, yeah? Okay, try and relax. Does this hurt?
No.
Or it's tickling you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, alright, relax the shoulders down. Okay. 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 Does that feel okay, Abdul Majeed?
Yeah.
Small scratches. Actually, one thing which is really interesting is that Abdul Majeed, when he first came, he used to wear a hearing aid. Abdul Majeed,
Yes.
you don't wear your hearing aid no more?
No.
No. What was really interesting is when he first started coming, and we first started treating him, I used to have difficulty communicating with him.
Yeah, I was very happy, more relaxed, everything.
Yeah, and what actually happened is he used to wear his hearing aid, and when I would do his adjustments, it would make a loud sound and stuff because we're like moving it around. And then I thought that he took the hearing aid off because because obviously during the sessions it would make a loud sound and stuff. But I used to see him regularly and he wouldn't be wearing it, and I'd say to him, Abdul Majeed, why are you not wearing your hearing aid? And he was saying, oh, I feel like I don't need to use it so much anymore. So yeah, when we look at the history of chiropractic and you know, it's strange that Abdul Majeed is, you know, he's a janitor and he does cleaning, and this is his role. He looks after the mosque, and the origins of chiropractic started from a janitor who was adjusted by the father of chiropractic, D.D. Palmer, and he regained his hearing. And Abdul Majeed is here, and we're seeing exactly the same thing where his hearing is improved, you know, to the extent where he doesn't need to wear his hearing aid anymore. So, you know, this is whether it's been the chiropractic or it's been the cupping, whether it's been a combination of those things, you know, it's difficult to say. But the main thing is he feels better, his hearing's better, his sleep is better, his life is generally improved, and yeah, it's been a pleasure treating him, having the opportunity to do all of that and experience this in its original kind of context. Okay, Abdul Majeed, when you're ready, you can sit up. Just have a seat for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm
Feeling alright, yeah? Feeling relaxed?
No, yeah, no better now.
Yeah. Abdul Majeed, when he first started his treatments with us, he used to wear a hearing aid, and even though he didn't come in for that as one of his main complaints, he came in with kind of lethargy and tiredness in his body as a part of kind of his thyroid issues and some of the kind of aches and things he was getting in his body. But one thing that we've noticed over the course of treatment is that he stopped wearing his hearing aid. Why did you stop wearing your hearing aid?
No better now. After hijama also.
Yeah.
It's helping me a lot.
Yeah. And have you found that your hearing did it change? Yeah. What did you find improved? It became better in the sense that you could hear more clearly. When did you realize that your hearing was better?
After doing so many times in hijama, I was more better.
Yeah. After how long? Was it like after the first session, after like 5 sessions, after like 1 month?
Less than 10 sections, yeah.
Less than 10 sessions, yeah. So kind of our program with him, I was doing upper cervical adjustments as well as his cupping therapy. So because we were using a combined approach, we don't know kind of what it was exactly that's caused it, but given the kind of the context and given the kind of history of chiropractic, I don't think it would be far-fetched to say that maybe there was some involvement with the chiropractic adjustments, and that's had an effect on his hearing. So yeah, one of the classic cases of miracle cure. Yeah. But you're feeling good. You're feeling a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, more better.
Yeah, okay. All done.
Jazakallah. See you next time.
Inshallah. Come on through.
I have my breakfast now.
Yeah. Take care.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Shall I see you?
Assalamu alaikum.